Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana here with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today I'm bringing forth a reading for us to look at what are the big unexpected changes that are coming in your life. These are changes that you don't really see, but they're coming. And these are something that are very positive, that are going to bring in positivity and a change like never before. Let's look at some oracle messages and then I'll pull tarot. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, I welcome you. And to all my beautiful existing subscribers, I thank you for your continued love and support, dears. I appreciate you subscribing, you sharing your life journeys with me, taking personal readings and healings. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. What are the big unexpected changes that are positive, that are coming in people's life, angels? Sage of the Gods. I'm going to pull from all before I delve into the messages. Big unexpected changes. Big unexpected changes in people's life. It's going to be very positive. Intention. Hanuman. Devotion to God. Tremendous physical strength. Messenger of God. Capacity to persevere. Musical abilities. Devotional yoga. Devotional singing. Devotion to God. And that shows up in many different ways. I'll talk about it. Virgo. Integrity and service. What's something that's big, positive, and unexpected in people's lives? They don't see that coming. We have the Gemini and the Moon. Big unexpected changes in people's lives. Thank you, angels. First house. First house. Big unexpected changes in people's lives. Okay, you all are waiting patiently on what are the cards revealing. A little bit more patience. Big unexpected changes in people's lives. What is positive that's unfolding for them that they don't see coming? Wheel of Fortune. King of Swords. Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. The Lovers. Five of Pentacles. Hanged Man. The Empress. This is good for now. If we need more, I had another deck ready. What are these big unexpected changes that you really don't see coming? Let's start with this energy. You've been in a period, have gone through, or still are and working through this period of rebuilding yourself. And what do I mean by this rebuilding yourself? Rebuilding what you once loved to do, loved about you, what you appreciated about you. But life experiences were such where you felt you were not supported. There was trauma. There was feelings of abandonment. There are feelings of lack. There are feelings of limitations on money, on the flow of prosperity, and just kind of feeling like this is like winter. Everything is withering away. Nothing can sustain in this life for me. And my life, entire life, will be like this. I try and I try and I try, but things just don't seem to be moving and working. I've been working really hard. Okay? I've been working really hard. I've been focused. I've been dedicated. I've had high integrity. Okay? I've had high integrity. I've honored life. I've honored other people, but other people have taken advantage of me. Other people have abused me. Okay? Whatever that word abuse at different levels shows up as. I've had to dim my light, and all this hope and inspiration that I had for this blooming flower, that I would bloom into this flower, these were my hopes, these were my dreams, all crushed. I had to push them away, and here I am. Nothing to show. No one to love. No one loves me. And I have to work really hard on that. Okay. I've worked very, very hard. I persevered through all these challenges. I persevered through all these difficulties. I've been sensitive to other people's needs. I've nurtured other people. I've always taken care of other people. Many times at the cost of taking care of myself. How come the world is so polar? How come that when I'm doing good, good is not coming to me in same measure? How come other people who are really not doing good, they're not doing good things, and yet all these things are happening for them? How is that fair? Life has been very unfair and unjust for me. That has been the starting point for our reading. That is the energy you are releasing that's about to change. It's about to go through a complete turnaround. This energy is going to go through a complete 180-degree turnaround. Something this is not expected, because this is what you've been experiencing. This is what it has manifested in your life for months, for years, for decades, for probably your entire life, different for each one of you. How can you, Archana, at this time say that something is going to completely change? I'm telling you, something is completely changing. There is a shift in perspective that's taking place. This is going to come in, perhaps through all of this. That's why it's sudden. You don't really see it. You may have been now in a period of transition, of looking at your life and wondering if things will ever work out. You have a good spirit. You have a good heart. You have a willingness to do good for others. You want to help others. You want to support others. You're very curious. You're very intelligent. You learn, you have this innate quality about learning about new things, about talking to people. Some of you may be extroverted, some of you may not be, but you have a curiosity about human interaction, about human psychology. For some of you, it's human psychology, or just different interests in life. You are very intelligent, but somehow, you feel, and what's manifested for you in your life is that, how does it matter if I'm intelligent? No one really sees it. People really treat me badly. If I was intelligent, all these things would have manifested. If I was intelligent, I would have been this rocking job. If I was intelligent and I had all of this good stuff, then my relationships would have worked out. Why is it that people disrespected me, people took me for advantage, or, etc., etc.? Shift in perspective. This is sudden. This is the hanged man energy. You've gone through this transition. You've gone through this learning. You're very strong. You have the capacity to persevere. This is Hanuman. Okay, this is like in Hindu culture we have. This is the god, monkey god. They're saying here is a god of strength. Okay, it's a god of devotion to God. Lord, devotion to God, devotion to divine. Divine resides in the heart. Okay, for him. So what it is that there is a lot of strength. You have the capacity to persevere. You have actually superhuman power to accomplish any act of service. You have it in you. That's why you went over and beyond. Okay, with the moon energy here, you went over and beyond to satisfy other people's emotional needs while ignoring your own needs. Okay, I have to highlight this part because of what's showing up in a big part, in a big way for you. What's going to completely shift and turn around. You won't recognize who you are when this cycle comes to a highlight, comes to a full blooming. The flower starts budding, so that's been a big unexpected change, and then it blooms completely. Once it blooms completely and you've tuned into this reading, you will remember this time of where you were and now what this new door is, this new reality is. Okay, it will be unrecognizable for you, but I must highlight this part for you. You have gone over and beyond to understand. You're very sensitive. You've got a very sensitive side, male or female, it doesn't matter. Maybe you suppressed this sensitive side of you. Okay, and that has created a lot of disturbance in you being a human. Okay, so you suppress that part. Perhaps that was not accepted in society. That was not okay. For, let's say, you're a man, how can you have all of this? Why are you up in the fields? What's wrong with you? How are you being so emotional? So you suppressed that part and you created a facade. You created like something, so you protected and nurtured that part of you. You didn't nurture, sorry, take that back, because the nurturing will come later. You protected that part and you created an external a structure. You created a structure which would protect that inner boy. Okay, this is definitely coming up for men. I'm picking up a lot of this for men. So you had to protect that inner boy inside, right? And for women, the sensitivity part, perhaps in your family or in your culture, you were meant to, quote unquote, prove yourself. Okay, you're a good person if you do some things for elders, or you're a good person if you do this for the family, or you're a good person if you do this for society, and you're not considered. This is not expected. So you had to put down your dreams, and you were taking care of others. You were taking care of other people's needs, and you went on and on and on, and the cup got completely depleted. The cup was completely depleted, your own cup. Okay, so when you go in an airplane, and what is the thing that they say in there? The oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on a loved one or a person next to you. They don't say start putting it on your kids or your family member first, and then you do that. No, you're supposed to put on the oxygen mask on you first. Okay, so you're supposed to fill your own cup before going over and beyond the others. But because of social conditioning and because of cultural programming, because of family conditioning, perhaps picked up something when you were younger, because of that, you've been operating out of a certain energy, and you're trying to please and live up to that expectation. You're trying to please and live up to that belief, and it's depleting you. It's nowhere near balance. So you do have the capacity to persevere. You do have a very strong, sensitive, and a beautiful side which is very nurturing, which is very loving, which is very empathetic, which is very compassionate. And you have this lion strength, right? This is superhuman power to accomplish anything. Okay, you have the superhuman gift of power to accomplish any task that you're given, which is a strong masculine energy. And it doesn't have to be male or female. I can be a woman, holder of a feminine energy, and still have this power and strength and ability, superhuman power to do this part. Okay, so you do have the capacity to persevere. And because of this capacity to persevere, what is going to come in completely unannounced, well, it's not unannounced, it's all the work that you've done. It's going to be a sudden shift. What is this sudden shift? You're suddenly getting this new insight. I get it. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. There comes the King of Swords. I get it now. My mindset. It's what I chose to believe, what I chose to give energy to, okay, where I chose to give my energy to. I'll talk about intention soon. I did not realize I was giving energy to that. I did not realize I was focusing my attention on that. I did not realize that at a subconscious level I was doing what my parents did. I did what my grandparents did. I did what my college professor said I should do. I did what was expected of that. I didn't realize I was doing that on an unconscious level. It was just happening. I did not realize that. Okay. I realize now is that moment. Okay, now we are into this new moment. Now let's open up. The curtains are up now. Okay, now we're going to talk about this new reality of yours, which you don't see it. It's after curtains up. Okay, unexpected. I'm going to give the thing. We're in a theater. Curtains are down. All this, everything that I talked about up to now was all behind the curtains, all behind the scenes. Of course, it's not behind the scenes because it was your scenes. It was your movie playing. But now it's curtains up. And the show is on. You're in a stage, you're in a different place, you're in a different arena altogether. This is what it is. The curtains, this is like feeling like, with this zipper that's opening, it's curtains up. Do you see that she can't really see all the beautiful clouds? But she had to suspend herself and to see things from a completely 180 degrees. Polar. Okay, polar. Befriend the word polarize. This is unexpected. You're going to find that you're able to accept a completely 180 degree view without you being triggered. Somebody may say, oh, you know what? This is what is done in families. This is what it is. When you are a good person, this is what you do. You will not be triggered. You will listen and you will allow for them to have their reality. That's their perspective. You're going to be gentle and you're going to learn to say no. This is my reality. Very soft, very sweet, very gentle. You're not aggressive. There's no need. You're not going to be justifying yourself. You're not justifying why you're doing this. You're not justifying why I should do this. King of Swords is here. Mental clarity coming in. I need to now create a different reality for myself. You chose and you decided that. You decided with this energy, what I'm feeling is decision made. You made a decision at a subconscious soul level. I'm going to befriend everything that's polar. Doesn't mean I accept it. I befriend it. Okay, you and I can be different. You like blue color, I like red. Okay, you want to go out and I want to stay at home. We'll befriend. It doesn't mean I dislike you or I hate you or I need to do what that is. I befriend you. Does it make sense? Polarization. You're accepting the differences. That's one. Second is you're going to accept that was one reality. The lack and loss. Remember all that I talked about? Now you're moving into a new phase, which is going to bring in a lot of joy. This is bringing in a lot of spiritual energy of happiness, of abundance, of lightness. This is, the nectar. Okay, you're rising high, and you're now freeing yourself, not limiting yourself. Okay, not putting that flower and not limiting your beautiful self not to shine. You are rising like this hummingbird. This is a hummingbird. The hummingbird flies really fast, flaps its wings, and it's a bringer of joy. This is the bringer of joy. Joy is coming into your life. Joy is returning in your life. What you once had, Okay, there's the Lovers. Okay, I'll talk about another message from here. The Lovers, you're embracing these different aspects of you with this newfound enlightenment. What's happening is you're befriending the polarized version. Lovers can also speak of twin flames. Lovers can also speak of the polar energies coming together. You're understanding the differences and coming together. Okay, so what you don't see, unexpected. First is in your own self, then I'll talk about work, and I'll talk about love. So there's going to be success, victory, lightness, joy, alignment with these energies. Okay, now what I also see, which is completely unexpected, right, is with this new shift in perspective, what's happening is, let's start with this one. There's the Wheel of Fortune. We started with the middle of the reading. There's the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is things are now getting in alignment. The wheels are now turning and you're getting a second chance. This is not like the card of judgment with second chances, meaning the wheel has turned, you have learned a lesson, now you're reaching at a culmination point, and now there's a positive shift. The title of this video is What Are the Positive Shifts Coming? And the first energy up is the Wheel of Fortune. Lot of positivity in your mind. Whatever you set your intention, you're going to start to recognize the power of intention. And with anything that you're setting your intention, whatever you're focusing your intention on, you're going to manifest. Okay, that's another thing that's going to be very interesting. You're going to now start to explore the Gemini energies coming in. Gemini also is shown as the twins and shown as polar energies, and it's saying here befriend the word polarize, and here we have the Lovers. So you're really going to be bringing in a balance to different aspects of you, the masculine and the feminine aspects of you. You're going to be learning that there's been such tremendous amount of transformation with these butterflies that has taken place with all these mountains you had to climb, right? All these difficulties that you went through. Now there is this lightness. Remember? We talked about this hummingbird, this lightness. You're going to start to feel light. You're going to start to feel like this is the energy of feeling like you're in the flow. Like, wow, all the machinery is now kind of coming together and everything's like ticking in the right direction. Check, 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 check. I love it. So that's the energy that you're feeling here. Okay. There's that part. So there's a natural growth in, you're going to be curious about new things, and with this a King of Swords energy, new ideas are flowing to you, new ideas about creating wealth and success in your life, new ideas about how you see yourself, right? So there's going to be a growth and expansion of that, and you're going to start to recognize the power of intention. Okay, so what else is coming up for you? Okay, so many of you different parts. So we start the reading with the number 10 and the Wheel of Fortune, and it's bringing in this clarity, it's bringing in new intention, it's bringing in new ideas, it's also bringing in new abilities for you to network. Okay, where you once felt isolated, you're going to recognize like, I'm feeling like, okay, I want to join this group or that. So there's a great amount of networking that I see that's opening up, and that's going to surprise you. You're like, okay, that's not generally me, but there's a new part of you. You did not know this part of you. There's a different perspective. You're looking at life from a different perspective. Okay, so you're giving yourself permission to be, quote unquote, another person, not copying another person. You're allowing this other part of you to awaken within you. Okay, so I see that taking place, which is very unexpected. It's going to take you by surprise too. And then there comes this new beginning, Ace of Wands. With this curiosity, I told you, you're very smart and bright, right? You have intelligence. And with this, some growth, you're going to be moving, whatever intention you're setting, you're moving towards success. And there is something new. Okay, with the Six of Wands, success is a given. Okay, Ace of Wands, that's a new beginning. Okay, and here I see a book. If you've been thinking and contemplating about writing a book, it is definitely going to flourish. Okay, it's definitely going to flourish a lot. For others of you, I feel like something is coming through knowledge or something you're going to gain. It's going to take you by surprise. It's something you read, something with reading and books. It's going to open your mind to something that you've not seen before. Okay, and that's going to be, it's going to take you to a place of success. Okay, so also that is definitely a new start, a new job, a promotion, a new level, a new business venture, something that begins, and it's something that's very heartfelt. It has a lot of love, it has a lot of passion, it has a lot of spiritual energy, which is one more time where you had, remember, you put this flower down. Okay, now you're holding this flower up. Perhaps some of you will write about your emotional experiences, and that you may not have thought. You thought that that is going to be a hidden part of you. With the moon, there are a lot of mysteries. Okay, a lot of mysteries are going to be revealed, and perhaps you'll write about it. Writing is coming big. Some of you are going to be writers. Some way, maybe your blog, that will just surprise other people too. Okay, so now what else? Well, there's so many other messages. What else is this big unexpected change that's coming in? The big unexpected change that's coming in is going to be, for some of you, this is going to be that if you've been in the music industry, like you're a songwriter, you are in a creative field, especially with music and musical ability, and if you've been feeling like kind of a writer's block or an artist block, if I can just kind of club it in all together in one, I feel like an opening of that with that Ace of Wands, and it's definitely talking about musical ability over here. So I feel like your voice, and it doesn't have to be like it's a singer and we're talking about like big singers here. This is that your voice has such a beautiful and a healing tone to it. So some of you may even consider, you may even begin something like podcasting. Okay, and podcasting about your journey or anything that's very specific to you. Okay, something that's very close to your heart and something that you have traversed in your land, in your life. Sorry, is going to take you to big heights. Okay, I do feel that's going to come up, and I also feel that some of you actually have a strong, because of this intellect. Some of you may develop very strong. How do I put it? Not spiritual texts, because this talks about knowledge of the Vedic literature. So this is like, you're going to learn a lot about, some of you, this is for some of you, it could be about your religion, but now you come from a very different place, not because of what was placed to you. You're going to have a natural curiosity towards it, and you're going to gain a lot more perspective, and you'll speak about it, and that'll surprise you, because that's something that you had not done before. Okay, and also for some of you, it is going to be, some of you are really, like, I feel like, into the path of what we call as bhakti yoga, which is devotional songs to God, and so that may just awaken, and that's a surprising side of you, because you're not expected that you would do that. You would never expect it or seen yourself to do that. That would be one. Some of you may pick up the path of yoga, because we're talking about the first house here and body. So this is definitely like, you may decide like, okay, I'm gonna start practicing yoga every day. Then you start like a yoga teacher certification, and then and this is not something that you had done before, and it is something that's very new. Okay, so that's another thing that's going to open up for you. That's very unexpected. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, what's also opening up is service to others. And that's something that was not on your agenda, but it's going to open up. Maybe you'll go and, you want to go to some shelter, or you go to some charities, and you sing some songs because that's your talent and that's your charitable work that you do. So I do feel like that's a very specific message that's coming in. Okay, that's another message. That's another thing that's going to be opening up big for you with this new shift. Now, with the new shift, what I also see is that, let's talk about these three energies. Because I think I've talked about everything else. We got the Lovers, we have the Empress, and we got the first house. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything more. So you definitely, this is going to be unexpected, but you are definitely drawing in a love partner to you, a soulmate to you, divine love to you. Okay, definitely as a person. If you are looking to be connected with someone, you're definitely drawing that person in, and you don't expect that. You've been in this other energy, and boom, curtains up, and this person and you just singing the same tunes. Polar, yet the same tune. Polar, yet connected in the heart. And this is also feeling like an aligned partnership, very loving relationships coming to you, harmony being restored in your life, in your family life, in your work life. So there's a lot of fulfillment energy that I'm picking up from here. And this person who's coming into your life is also going to have a very soft, gentle side to them. Okay, very nurturing. Okay, very nurturing. Why is this happening? This is happening because you have embodied, whether you're male or female, you have embodied. This is the Empress. The Empress is very fertile. She's very abundant. She's very connected to the earth. She understands the natural rhythms and cycles of life. And when the Empress shows up in a reading, she's bringing in abundance. She's bringing in fertility. She's bringing in growth. She's bringing in beauty. Do you see that? Do you see all those beautiful flowers? She's bringing all of that in. So what you don't see coming is where you were in this energy on the lack. Look at all those blooming flowers. You'll have not just enough for you, it's going to be your energy that wherever you go, you nourish everybody around you. What's also going to awaken very strongly within you is going to be a strong sense of the self. This is the first house, sense of the self, especially on the physical body. You're going to pay a lot more attention to the physical body. Remember all that I talked about in the past, where you nurture others without giving yourself that nurture and care? Here comes the Empress, and here comes the first body. The first body, the first house. So what this is showing is that you begin now in this new phase to honor your physical body, honor your needs, to honor what is important to you, to nurture yourself. You're not waiting for someone else to nurture you. With that new perspective and a new shift is where you're moving into this new direction, and you're bringing in that integrity, you're bringing in that service to yourself with this Virgo energy, okay? And you are setting this intention, and you've gone through the depths of the emotions with the moon. This is your soul. You've gone through the unconscious. You've gone through this emotional journey of lack and loss. And now you're rising above it. You're rising above it. That has taught you many beautiful lessons. It has made you and given you a lot of psychic abilities and psychic powers. And here you are, standing tall and strong. So some of you may take up like specialized fitness regimes, like I talked about yoga. It could be just something where you are nurturing your physical body. Maybe you begin to eat better. Maybe you are going in on certain you become a vegan, or you become vegetarian, or you choose a certain path that's right for you. So there's something that is shifting, and you're going to be honoring the physical body. And as you honor yourself, look at all the shift that's taking place for you. You're drawing in all this love, you're drawing in harmony, you're drawing in abundance to you. Wow, these are beautiful, unexpected changes that are coming to you. And I also feel one final message that's coming here is that you have grown a lot from your experience. You've conquered a lot of your fears. And you've looked at the fears, you've looked at what you've given, and with that superhuman strength and the capacity to persevere, now the rewards are beyond your imagination. Beyond your imagination. Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you, dear angels, for making me a channel today, for bringing forth these beautiful messages for the people. I hope that these messages bring in love, light, healing, and abundance in your life, and give you the clarity and give you the hope, and help you to see the path that you cannot see yet, and have faith and trust in that. Keep your intentions high. Keep your intentions on the very best, because very best is manifesting for you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me. If any one of you are interested in knowing about my manifestation courses, I shall be beginning in February. You can reach out to me. The details of reaching out to me are in the description box of this video. I provided my email. So I think February 20th is when I shall be offering the 2-hour manifestation course. If you're interested in it, reach out to me. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. This is Archana here. Bye.